I hope I shall possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. Good quality, if you esteem your own reputation, for 'tis better to be alone than in bad company. That it is much easier to prevent an enemy from posting themselves than it is to dislodge them after they have got possession. Moments. The real crises are often concealed in occurrences so trivial in appearance that they pass unobserved. Paper money has had the effect in your state that it will ever have, to ruin commerce, oppress the honest, and open the door to every species of fraud and injustice. Discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable, procures success to the weak, and esteem to all. We should not look back unless it is to derive useful lessons from past errors, and for the purpose of profiting by dearly bought experience. The great rule of conduct for us, in regard to foreign nations, is, in extending our commercial relations, to have with them as little political connection as possible. If to please the people, we offer what we ourselves disapprove, how can we afterwards defend our work? Let us raise a standard to which the wise and honest can repair. The rest is in the hands of God. Nothing is more essential, than that permanent, inveterate antipathies against particular nations, and passionate attachments for others, should be excluded, and that, in place of them, just and amicable feelings towards all should be cultivated. Religious controversies are always productive of more acrimony and irreconcilable hatreds than those which spring from any other cause. I had hoped that liberal and enlightened thought would have reconciled the Christians so that their religious fights would not endanger the peace of society. The bosom of America is open to receive not only the opulent and respectable stranger, but the oppressed and persecuted of all nations and religions, whom we shall welcome to a participation of all our rights and privileges, if by decency and propriety of conduct they appear to merit the enjoyment. It is absolutely necessary for me to have persons that can think for me, as well as execute orders. Strive not with your superiors in argument, but always submit your judgment to others with modesty. A slender acquaintance with the world must convince every man that actions, not words, are the true criterion of the attachment of friends. One of the expedients of party to acquire influence, within particular districts, is to misrepresent the opinions and aims of other districts. We began a contest for liberty ill-provided with the means for the war, relying on our patriotism to supply the deficiency. We expected to encounter many wants and distrust. We must bear the present evils in fortitude. Let your conversation be without malice or envy, for it is a sign of a tractable and commendable nature, and in all cases of passion admit reason to govern. Interwoven as is the love of liberty with every ligament of your hearts, no recommendation of mine is necessary to fortify or confirm the attachment. Every day the increasing weight of years admonishes me more and more, that the shade of retirement is as necessary to me as it will be welcome. The reflection upon my situation and that of this army produces many an uneasy hour when all around me are wrapped in sleep. Few people know the predicament we are in. The great mass of our citizens require only to understand matters rightly, to form right decisions. Do not suffer your good nature, to say yes when you ought to say no. Remember that it is a public not a private cause that is to be injured or benefited by your choice. Every man thinks God is on his side. The rich and powerful know he is. Jean Anouilh, French dramatist and playwright. Faith, as well-intentioned as it may be, must be built on facts, not fiction. Faith in fiction is a damnable false hope. Thomas Edison, American inventor. Creationists make it sound like a theory is something you dreamt up after being drunk all night. Isaac Asimov, Russian-born American author. Those who have committed no faults want no pardon. We are only defending what we deem our indisputable rights. Anything will give up its secrets if you love it enough. Not only have I found that when I talk to the little flower or to the little peanut they will give up their secrets, but I have found that when I silently commune with people they give up their secrets also, if you love them enough. This would be the best of all possible worlds, if there were no religion in it. John Adams, U.S. President. Those who have committed no faults want no pardon. We are only defending what we deem our indisputable rights. System to all things is the soul of business. To execute properly and act maturely is the way to conduct it to your advantage. Let me now take a more comprehensive view, and warn you in the most solemn manner against the baneful effects of the spirit of party generally. To the distinguished character of patriot, it should be our highest glory to add the more distinguished character of Christian. Harding was the first sitting senator to be elected president, and the first to ride to and from his inauguration in an automobile. Every man thinks God is on his side. The rich and powerful know he is. Jean Anouilh, French dramatist and playwright.